All right, my friend, welcome. My name is Dr. Anthony Balduzzi. I'm the founder here at the Fit Father Project. And in this video, we're gonna cover some incredibly practical ways to improve your sleep, to de-stress your body and your mind, and ensure that you're living healthy. And if you've been around the Fit Father Project blog for a while, then you know how critical sleep is for your overall health, especially if you're a guy over 40 who wants to live a long life and lose some weight. Sleep and mindset are the actual foundations of any healthy plan. And anyone tells you differently is full of crap. In fact, if you're not sleeping well, it's pretty much impossible for you to lose belly fat in a meaningful way long term. And what the research actually shows is that if you're trying to do a diet and you're missing out on sleep, you're actually gonna burn through muscle and not necessarily lose fat. So sleep is just incredibly important. And in this video, again, we're gonna cover some very practical topics, from some really good evening routine stuff, to some supplements that you can take, to some habits around technology that help your body sleep better. So get out your pen and paper, take some notes, and let's dive on in.
FitFatherProject.com.
All right, so when we talk about sleep, we're really talking about your body's overall circadian rhythms. And you may have heard that term before. Circadian rhythm basically means the fact that your body has daily rhythms with certain hormones that help you feel awake in the morning and tired at night. In particular, cortisol is a hormone you may have heard about as one of your body's main stress hormones. And it does get released when we're feeling stressed, but cortisol actually naturally gets released in the morning to wake us up. Without cortisol, we don't really feel that get up and go in the morning. And then at night, as the day goes on and the sun goes down, our bodies release a hormone called melatonin. And really our eyes, when it gets darker outside, signals to our brain, an area of our brain called the pineal gland, to naturally release melatonin, which calms our body down, gets us ready for sleep. And the reason I want to bring up some of this background science with cortisol in the morning, melatonin in the evening, is that when we're looking to optimize our sleep, we're really looking to optimize this natural circadian rhythm that our bodies are trained to go through. So one of the first things we need to do is actually help our brains get attuned to the light cycle outside. A lot of us don't get enough natural sunlight, and we've probably heard that sunlight is important on our skins for some vitamin D3 production, and that's true. In addition, sun is actually really essential to get into our eyes early in the morning, between the hours of roughly around 9 a.m. till 1 p.m., the time when that sun's really high in the sky and really bright. Some of those UV rays that actually hit our eyes help entrain this natural rhythm where we're feeling energetic in the morning, there's lots of sunlight, our brain's producing the right kinds of hormones and chemicals to keep us alert and focused, and then at night when our brain senses that the sun's going down, we're gonna naturally secrete more melatonin. And a big problem is many of us these days working desk jobs or just being really busy aren't getting enough outside time. And to make matters worse, we're often staring at computer screens all day, which emit a very specific kind of light called blue light that naturally decreases melatonin production. So you might have seen some of these screen protector software programs like Iris or Flux that can take your actual screen on your phone and your computer and remove a lot of that blue light and give it this kind of orange tungsten feel. That's a very important thing to have on your technology, especially after around noon during the day, because as the sun starts to go down, we don't want too much of this damaging blue light hitting our eyes that's gonna really kill our natural melatonin production. So creating some barriers around the kind of light that you're allowing to hit your eyes from your technology is absolutely essential. And me personally, and all the clients we coach here at the Fit Father Project in our online Fit Father 30-day program, we highly recommend that all the guys put either night shift mode on their phones, which naturally gets rid of that blue light around 5 p.m., or has a software on the computers called Flux or Iris. Both of these are free and they get rid of that blue light. And I want to talk about this because a lot of times when it comes to optimizing sleep, it's not so much about putting different things into our bodies, but actually getting rid of some natural disruptors that are interrupting good sleep. So that light is a really important thing. We want to make sure we get away all that artificial light from our screens, and we want to actually get the good sunlight, that good UV radiation into our retinas in the morning for a couple minutes. Even 5-10 minutes outside, looking up at the sun occasionally can really help entrain that natural pattern. So that's one thing. Another important thing as we're talking about this overall circadian rhythm is helping your body get trained to a very structured wake up and evening routine. So I want you as much as possible to get up the same time every day and to go to bed roughly the same time every day. And this is essential because if our routine is always shifting around and we're getting up at different times, our body is gonna have to guess more or less what our natural rhythms are. So creating a very structured morning routine where you get up, you rehydrate at the same time per day, you move your body, you maybe get some of that natural sunlight, and then at night you have a wind down routine where you get to bed at a certain time. It's usually a good idea for most guys to cut out any computer or screen time at least 2 hours before bedtime. One, it helps preserve your natural melatonin production because your eyes are not being bombarded with that blue light, and you will have ideally that technology on your screens to get rid of that some of the blue light. But it's also a good habit from a psychological standpoint to kind of unplug from technology before bed and to start to wind down. Something that I like to do personally that's very helpful is to have an evening tea ritual. So getting some chamomile tea or some sleepy time tea and just brewing a nice cup here of some tea and having this at night while reading a book or journaling is a really great way to unwind and create a nice evening ritual that's going to shift your brain into more rest and relaxation mode. And if you're the kind of person out there who feels like your just brain can't turn off, and one of the reasons that you can't sleep is because you're thinking so much, I would really challenge you to try to put a hard stop time in your day on your technology and get the tea ritual in place. And a lot of teas actually have some natural relaxing chemicals, phytochemicals in them. And one in particular that I love is a phytochemical in green tea called L-theanine. Now, green tea naturally has caffeine, so it's not the kind of tea you might want to have at night, but they actually have some supplements where you can just get the straight L-theanine, and this is an amazing amino acid that's totally relaxing for your brain. If you're the kind of person that feels like your brain can't shut off, some tea, a good book or journaling with some L-theanine and some melatonin could be exactly what you need. And below, in the links to the article associated with this video, we're going to give you the exact doses that are really effective for both the melatonin and the L-theanine. And I think if you try this, you're going to find that you're going to just relax so much more. A couple other important things when it comes to creating a nice evening routine to optimize your sleep is it's really good to actually decrease the temperature of your room. Most people sleep in rooms that are too hot. And our bodies, we talked about that natural circadian rhythm where cortisol rises in the morning and then at night melatonin rises and gets us to go down and relax. As melatonin goes up and our bodies get prepared for bed, we need to be in a cool environment because to our bodies, environments that are very hot signals activity, metabolic activity, and naturally our core temperature decreases at night. And if we're sleeping in a room that's too hot, and what too hot typically means, at least from the research, it's optimal to sleep in a room that's 70 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. That's going to be best for optimizing our sleep. And so I recommend you do either get a fan or just generally set your AC lower at night. That'll really dramatically help improve your sleep. Along with the tea habit, the journaling, those evening supplements, and that very structured morning wake-up routine. So these are just some practical ways to increase your sleep quality, and it really comes down to those rituals that you make in the morning and the evening. And as it comes to how much sleep you should be getting, here at the Fit Father Project, we recommend that guys get a minimum of 7.5 hours. Like that's the total ideal. And listen, I know you probably have a schedule that's super busy and that's not always possible. That's okay, but the goal is to shoot for 7.5 hours. If you're getting less than that, if you're getting anywhere from the 6 to 7.5 hour range, it's still passable. If you're sleeping less than 6 hours, it's going to be incredibly difficult for you to actually sustainably see health results and health changes. And even if you're eating well and exercising regularly, if you're sleeping less than 6 hours, it's going to negatively impact your lifespan. Your body's going to be sensed that it's in a constant state of stress. So you're going to have to figure out ways to manipulate your schedule to get some sleep. And below, in the article associated with this video, we actually shot a little video for people that work night shift or the third shift. And this is really important because I understand that a lot of us guys have jobs that don't always make structured sleeping schedules, very easy. So you need unique strategies in those situations, and there's a video below for that as well. And overall, I think the main point of this article and this video is that it's very possible to really get better sleep. And it starts with those rituals you have in the morning and the evening. In the morning, I recommend you have that very set wake-up time. That's very consistent. You get up, you rehydrate with the water, you move your body to get things going, you get that natural sunlight sometime during the morning, and then throughout the day you really turn on that blue light blocking technology, and at night you hit a hard stop time for your technology. So the phone's off, the laptop's off, the TV's off at a certain time, you drink some tea, you have this wind down ritual where you either journal or really plan for your day or read a good book, and you could use some of those relaxing supplements like that L-theanine amino acid acid supplement, and some melatonin. That is just a very simple, holistic approach to optimizing your sleep. And it really just comes down to habits and making the commitment to understand how important sleep is for your overall health and your life. And if you really want help getting on a completely structured health plan that covers the sleep, but also the nutrition, the exercise, the supplementation, and the accountability, then I highly recommend you check out our FitFollow 30X 30-day program for busy fathers over 40. It's pretty much the best thing online that gives you the comprehensive, simple, and sustainable health plan to help you as a man over 40 live healthy for your family. I hope this served you. And if this did and you like this, definitely scroll down, check out all those links to our blogs, give us a thumbs up, let us know this helped you, and I'm grateful you're here, my friend. I hope this helped you improve your sleep. I'll see you around the blog, and I'll talk to you very soon.